Welcome to Horizon Driving School Darligton test route number 2. This is where we take you around the test route so you can get familiar with the area, however not trying to learn the test route. So we join the test route then as we're leaving the test centre, remembering that this is a 10-mile-an-hour road. Do not mess your test up as soon as you get out of the gate. Do remember that when you've been onto the test route road, there are speed bumps coming down. Make sure you do slow down for those. And this time when we're going out of the test route, we are going to be turning right. Now this can be quite difficult, but it's got to be a waiting game. Use the traffic lights to your advantage. If they're on red, hopefully nothing's coming from your left. This time we were lucky, there was nothing coming from either side, or you can probably see from the actual traffic there, they were on red, as the traffic was held. Now then, we're going to be heading towards Scotch Corner. So at the first roundabout, Morton Park roundabout, you need to be in the right-hand lane, as you need to exit onto the right-hand lane on the opposite side. Now don't forget that you can't see road markings very well, but they are there. Keep yourself over to the right. Again, exit the roundabout on the right-hand side, and then move directly into the right-hand lane, ready to go south A1M Scotch Corner. Remembering when you enter the roundabout, we're going onto the right-hand lane. We're going to stay in that right-hand lane, and we are not going to cross any white lines until we are going to exit. Now this is the point where we can cross a line into another lane. However, ensure you check centre mirror and left mirror. Check centre mirror and right mirror and accelerate away, moving up to the same speed as the traffic around you. So this is quite a long stretch of road. Just try and relax and calm your nerves down from leaving the test centre. So in the distance we can see the roundabout approaching. So the 300 marker we want to be checking our mirrors. 200 marker we're going to be given an indication if needed. However, we're going straight ahead. And then 100 we're starting to look at our mirrors again and starting to bring our speed down, ready for the junction to an appropriate speed. Giving yourself time to look what's happening at the roundabout and adjust your speed as necessary. Now we can see that we're going to be able to continue, so we've managed to keep ourselves in second gear and keeping the car rolling. Again, checking centre mirror and left mirror, indicating that we're coming off for the silver car and accelerating away, again back up to the flow of traffic. So in the distance we can see what we call the Reg Vardy roundabout, and we're going to be taking the 4th exit towards Barnard Castle. This requires us to be in the right hand lane following the road signs for A67. Now, some people get confused with this one. The first exit is off to the golf club. It is an exit, although it doesn't exactly go anywhere. It's not a through road. It's still classed as an exit on the roundabout. That is just to our right. You can see the second one there going off towards Darligton. Now again, we enter the road on the right hand side as we are turning right. Again, keeping the right hand lane, passing the 3rd exit, and then only then are we crossing into the left hand lane to take the 4th exit to Barnard Castle. Note the speed change is now 40 miles an hour. Do keep an eye on your speedo, it will seem like you're going extremely slow. Just a little bit further up in the distance there, you can see that the speed limit is going to change again, this time to 30. Again, keep an eye on your speedo, it will feel like you're going slow. In the distance, so we can see the roundabout sign and then the roundabout coming up. We should be doing our mirror checks before we get to the sign. And then once passing this junction on the left, we would then be making our indication as to where we're going. So we are 2nd exit at this roundabout, straight ahead. Again, checking mirrors as we come off. Then checking centre mirror, right mirror. So just a little further up the road, we're going to be making a right turn. It is just before the pedestrian crossing. So we can see the pedestrian crossing appearing just in the distance there. We will be turning right just before the crossing. Again, use the hatch markings to get yourself across. Luckily for us, we had a red light to be able to continue straight round. It is important to make sure that you do get into that filter box on the right turn, as if you are waiting for oncoming vehicles, vehicles to the left of you and behind need to be able to get past. If you hold those up by not going into the box, you could be looking at a possible test fail for inconveniencing other road users. Now, along this road we have a series of very small mini roundabouts. Approach these with an appropriate speed to give yourself time to look to see what is coming. As you can see, I've approached slow enough to be able to see that it's absolutely clear to go, and we're taking a right turn, ensuring that you go right around the white paint. Do not cross the white paint. Make every attempt to get round. If you just drive straight across, again, it will be a fail. Again, just in the distance, we can see another mini roundabout sign. And again, we're approaching an appropriate speed so we can make a decision nice and early and take the left turn. Giving good clearance from the parked cars on our left-hand side, ensuring that we give at least a door's width. When we have less space, we need less speed. As you can see, we're slowing down there, but we are continuing because we know we can get through. We just need to do it slower. Another mini roundabout. Very tight, this one. This requires you to go quite slow. As soon as you can see your way is clear, you continue. So now we're coming up past the QE College. Again, very busy around here with students. The roundabout coming up is very busy for people crossing. Now remember the rules. If somebody is waiting at a junction to cross and it is safe for them to do so, we should stop. However, check your mirrors and assess if it is safe to do so. This particular instance, we don't have anybody crossing in front of us. Note the speed limit change one more time, 20 miles an hour. Now we will be turning left at the next junction. My advice is move slightly out to the right because it is quite tight with the railings. Give yourself a little bit more space to go around. Okay, so we had somebody waiting to cross, however her way was blocked by the other vehicle. Making eye contact with the Mercedes driver there to ensure that they have seen us and not going to pull out. And now we have roadworks to contend with. Normally this junction, this bend is actually quite tight. Do take it quite steady and ensure that you don't clip any curbs. However, it looks like there might be change in the style of the junction. Now again, these lights do take quite some time to change. However, they stay on green and approximately 3 cars can get through. So try and be ready to go if you are first car. So we're crossing straight ahead at the junction and we will be turning right. Now this is another funny junction. You need to go round to the left first with the road and then turn into the junction. Don't try and cut the corner. So you can see we're going round and then turning in. That way you will not cut the corner and you will do a proper right turn. Again, keeping an eye out for pedestrians along this stretch of road. It does become quite busy. And although we are not going to, this car park on the right hand side is a favourite for using for the bay parking manoeuvre. So as we approach the end of the road, you'll notice that there is no right turn, so you must turn left. However, it is still a two-way road. Again, approaching slow enough to be able to see what's happening at the junction, and we're straight out. Again, checking our mirrors to ensure that it's safe to continue. So just around this bend, we will have a set of traffic lights which you are turning right at. Now, if you look just beyond the junction, you can see that there's a right arrow with a box. That is where we need to sit and wait for traffic to pass by. Be aware of the speed bump pretty much straight after the junction. Okay, another tight road with cars parked at either side. Be prepared to let others through. In this instance, we have a van driver coming through. Continue. So we're looking ahead, we're looking for a gap at the right left-hand side, which we've taken, as has the van. Nice little synchronized moving out of the way. And then at the end of the road, we're going to be turning left. So we have the traffic lights coming up ahead. Now, just after the traffic lights, a lane is going to start for us to turn right at the roundabout. You want to be heading straight into that lane as soon as it starts. Keep an eye on this orange car in front. He's now taken the wrong lane. We are turning right. He is also turning right, but in the incorrect lane. And you watch how he cuts across. We get a little apology off him by him flashing his hazard lights. It just shows how important it is to watch what other drivers are doing also. Note the speed change up to 40 miles an hour. Now we're approaching the lights and we will be turning right towards Lingfield Point. Make sure you check that right door mirror before you move into this lane. Okay, when doing quite a large junction like this, don't attempt to go all the way forward and try and do a 90-degree turn. Just do a nice curve round into the lane that you want to be in. Now you can probably tell we are on McMullen Road, and you can probably understand now that we are heading back towards the test centre. We're on the final home run. However, don't let your guard down. Continue driving in the correct manner. Okay then, so we made reference to the rule before about pedestrians crossing at junctions. As we approach this one, we can see that there is somebody waiting at the side of the road, waiting to cross. There she is there. I've checked my mirrors. I can see that it's safe for her to cross, so I stop. She looks at me, hasn't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm not going to sit there forever. I gave her the opportunity to cross, and I've continued. Please do not beckon people across. It may not be safe. They may have seen something you haven't. If you say to them it's safe to cross, then it could cause implications, if I can say it. So again, you can see Cummings there on the right hand side. That's a great sign for us because we know we're not very far from the test centre. And it's almost done. All that hard work that you've put in over those months with your instructor. Now then, as again in other videos which I have done for you at the Darligton Test Centre, you can go into the hatched markings box or area to get into the correct position to go into the test centre. Yes, normally we wouldn't go into them, but we need to get into there and it is quite tight. And I have it on good authority from an examiner to go into the hatch markings area. So you can see we're just to say going in there, indicate we're going right, using our advantage with the red traffic light and straight round. Again, do not forget, 10 miles an hour. So I hope you've enjoyed Horizon Driving School number 2 test route, HDS2. Any questions, any comments, get in touch with me at aj@horizondrivingschool.co.uk or leave comments down below. See you on the next one.